We'll see the New York Knicks taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. We've got some great guards going head to head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And here's Brunson outside. Hachimura grabs the miss. Reeves drives in. Pass to Hayes. James in the post. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
From deep, Brunson drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Reeves drives in. Doesn't go for him. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
Reeves can't hit.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Towns with it. He's picked up by James. Hart with it. Brunson outside. Just 3 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hachimura, no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 5-point game. Back to Hart. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Hart's got 5 now.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
And again, the Lakers no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to him.
From deep, Brunson. The rebound by the Lakers. Here's Doncic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Knicks.
They get it back. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. It's good from long range. 8 points for him.
Hart just whipping it away quickly, not giving the defender time to close out.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
And here's Brunson outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
So good at reading the defenses, and James anticipating when they overcommitted.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Lays it up off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside. In
the corner, it's James. to the left wing. Here's Hayes. And the dunk by James.
Well, LeBron, if he sniffs out a chance to get an offensive rebound, calculated, but he knows how to get to him.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Towns, the screen. Here's Bridges. Pass to Hart. Brunson with it. New York moving the ball around. Hart, no good. James outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. What a performance from Josh Hart. He has been the story for New York. He notched 17. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Back to Reeves. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, they're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Back to LeBron. Oh, the athletic move by LeBron James.
Not the first, and certainly not the last time we'll see this. LeBron finding airspace.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The Knicks making a switch here. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Pass to Reeves. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks leading by 4. Back to Hart. Lets it go with a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Hart's got 11.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
To the paint. James. Tries again. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Anunoby. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Hart. From downtown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
From deep, Brunson, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Doncic. 4 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
The Knicks leading by 7. Pass to Achua.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now Brunson. 10 points for him. And there it is for him. Brunson's got 12 in the game.
And Brunson capable here of having these binges scoring the basketball.
In a wide open look for Hachimura. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Brunson outside. Teardrop shot. No good there. Nice D from Doncic. Here's James. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Lakers trailed by 9. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Towns. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Brunson outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Back to LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. LeBron's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so it's New York. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by James.
Incredible feel for the game. LeBron knows when it's his job to set the tone offensively.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The shot's good from Brunson.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now, here's Bridges. Still yet to score. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
New York ball. Checking in for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, Precious Achua, Miles McBride.
Pass to Bridges. 5 to shoot. Here's Achua. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Hachimura's got his first bucket in this one. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Here comes your Laker girl. Laker girl.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Takes it inside. Bridges outside. And here is Hart. He's got 11. And Mikal Bridges, good for 3. Bridges got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
And the Knicks with possession here. Pass to Achua. Out to Bridges. And Bridges jams it in.
Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. The Knicks pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Smart pass right there from Hart. I like how he reads the floor.
Pass to James.
2 minutes.
To halt the run. Rebounded by Hart. New York leading by 17. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Hayes. So it's the Lakers now. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Once he gets down in the paint, there's not much you're going to do to stop the King.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. changing it up here. New York leading by 13. Brunson down the lane. Outside, Towns. New York moving the ball around. Here's Brunson. Vincent with the rebound. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Here's Reeves. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Here's Reeves. Banked in off the glass. Reeves has got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Reeves. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks, and he continues to torment them from 3.
Come on, everyone.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to McBride. Now Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Knocks down the 3 ball. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Anunoby. Rebound the Lakers. James left side. Got a hand on it. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Achua. Back to Anunoby. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Lakers trail by 12. Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Pass to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for New York.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Now here is Hachimura, defended by Towns.
And how creative was that from Rui, getting a bit fancy with it.
Down low. Here's Anunoby.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
First team foul.
No good on that one.
Jackson Hayes.
He hits the second from the line. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Brunson. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
James. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Hart. Here's Brunson. Oh, that's blocked. They get it back. Pass to Hart. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Drills the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 17 points was their biggest margin.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
First free throw is good, and that turns the lead to 6.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. It's good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Pass to Doncic. It's rebounded by Towns. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Brunson surveying the D. He gets it in there. And now a 9-point Knicks lead.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Anunoby. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's the Knicks with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's Levine. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Garland. Valanciunas with a rebound. And it's Levine with the ball for Sacramento. It's a three-point game. On the wing, DeRozan. Levine surveys the D. Clock at 6. Over Mitchell. Levine can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Pass to DeRozan. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
Zach LaVine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And Coach said, quote, "What's scary about LaVine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So the defense is trying to outwork LaVine tonight. We'll see how that goes. Guys?"
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Murray. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside Garland. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Shoots. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. The Cavaliers leading. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot.
Here's LaVine for three. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Pass to Strus. Back to Mitchell. And here's Allen. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Here's LaVine. Oh, and the jam by LaVine.
Such a big-time athlete. LaVine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Garland for three. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Kings trail by 3. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
From deep, Mobley. Zach LaVine clears it away.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Valanciunas. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, terrific instincts from Jonas Valanciunas on the interior. This guy has improved in the low post every year.
Down low. Here's Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Picked by Sabonis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
This is, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Jerome. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
At 7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Outside LaVine. And another miss by Sacramento. Hunter on the wing. Releases from the wing and drills it. DeRozan looks it over. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And Mobley throws it down.
I tell you, give me a little grittiness from Evan Mobley, not afraid of throwing his weight around right there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Lyles a screen. Here's LaVine for 3.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Monk. Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
The Cavaliers lead by 7. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Cleveland. Inside, Levine. Mobley with the block. And here's Hunter for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Here's Levine. Off target from the wing. Pass to Hunter. Three-pointer. Ellis with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Shot by Levine, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Ellis. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Lyles' shot is good.
Ellis.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Outside Hunter. Pass to Mobley. Here's Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up top. Oh, that's offensive interference. And a new group getting ready for the Kings. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
The Cavaliers lead by 12. Garland feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jerome. Levine with a steal. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Here's Valanciunas. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
Hunter on the wing. The 3. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Kings trail by 10. Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, to steal a line from you up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Drops in the 3. Hunter's got 17 points.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Murray for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
To the inside. Pass to Jerome. Garland with the ball. He's covered by Levine. Hunter the screen. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It's on Zach LaVine. Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Levine for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Cleveland ending the quarter up 10. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Garland. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Taking 2 shots.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
To the paint. Here's Garland. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Shot is good by Levine.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside for Mitchell. Back to Garland. Pass to Strus. Mobley outside. And here's Garland. He's covered by Levine. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Mitchell misses.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 7.
Heads-up defensive play by Jonas Valanciunas. The alert, the aware, the always ready to send it back.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Out to Sabonis. To the left wing. Outside Levine. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Garland for 3. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 13. Pass to Levine. Oh, determined bucket from Levine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Now here's Allen. He's guarded by Sabonis.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
2 minutes remaining.
Sabonis with it. Back to Levine. Picked by Sabonis. There's the triple. Donovan Mitchell with a board. Cleveland leading by 13. Left side Strus. From behind the arc. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Out to the right wing. And here's Sabonis outside. No good there.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Now here's Levine. 11 points in the game. DeRozan, left side. Pass to Sabonis. On the wing, Murray. 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. Rejected by Allen.
Oh, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Jerome, no good. Monk with it. Out to the right wing. Back to DeRozan. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That's good from DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan does a little of everything, folks. He's known as a scorer, but make no mistake, this guy can pass it and he can board it.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Sacramento making a change here. And he makes both free throws. Kings trail by 15. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. And Sacramento making a change here. And Monk drops them both. 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jerome. Pass to Strus. Back to Jerome. Murray from outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland on
37.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so here's Sacramento. It's a 13-point game. Sabonis, left side. Kicks it to DeRozan. DeRozan down the lane. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Doing his thing right there. DeMar DeRozan flies to the tin and caps off the drive with a big-time finish.
Garland, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Buries it from 3.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Hunter, the screen. Outside Garland. Hunter up top. Back to Garland. The kick to Hunter. 4 on the clock. 16 feet out. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Kings trail by 8. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Murray. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. At one point, they led by 16. Now here's Strus. Left side, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And here's Valanciunas. Into the lane. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
A little burst of athleticism from Jonas Valanciunas. You gotta love it when the big fella turns on the jets and drives to the cup.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his 3rd foul so far. On defense, the Kings. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Garland for 3. The shot no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That's going to send Darius Garland to the line. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 9. Driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Now here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell showing some muscle.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
And DeRozan, here we go. Outside Monk. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Kings trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Monk.
2 minutes.
Sabonis outside. Pulls it. The rebound by Allen. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Here he goes. And that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Well, the dribble drive game of Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
Outside Monk. Shot clock at 6. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Murray. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Mitchell. Ooh, a misfire there. He's made 5. He's missed 5. Kings trail by 8. It's Monk on the wing. Back to Sabonis. Shoots over Allen. Valanciunas sets a screen. DeRozan. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Outside Mitchell. From deep. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Pass to Garland. Back to Mitchell. From downtown, Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Vassell. And he buries his first look.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
Chicago with the ball. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Chicago.
And it's often a very tight window when you skip it across court.
Here's Vassell. Off target from outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Lays out. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it. But they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, they're usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd. Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Outside Barnes. Vassell outside. From behind the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Vassell's got 8.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Pass to Giddey. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Castle. And here's Vassell. Here's Castle. Giddey defends. Second chance shot. And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points. Closer in to the hoop.
Pass to Collins. Back to Giddey. Here's Herter. Rebound by San Antonio. On the wing, Vassell. Give him 8. To the wing on the left. Pass to Paul. Castle for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls trail by 6. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Giddey. The 3. Vucevic's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 6. Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Sohan with the ball. Now Herter defending. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Ball. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Champagnie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wesley. Pounded by Ball. Three-pointer. The shot by Wesley, no good. And Ball throws it down.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Count that bucket. Castle's got 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs out in front, leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Outside White. Out to the right wing. Pass to Williams. Here's Buzelis. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Three-pointer, no good. Chicago trailing here. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And San Antonio has possession, following the bucket by the Bulls. Here's Barnes. Smith with the rebound. And here are the Bulls now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. With the teardrop. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. And here's Ball. Outside, Williams. Here's Buzelis. And there's the drive.
Looking agile on the attack. It's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on offense and capitalizing.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Graham.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
Now here's Ball. And down it goes. 2 points.
Known as a pass-first player, you like to see Lonzo call his own number out of that two-man game and be aggressive.
Pass to Champagnie. Fires the 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Here's White. Here's Williams. Now here's Ball. White on the wing. Nails it from 3. White's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Ball. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now here's Paul. Vassell can't get it to go.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Clock at 6. Drills it from deep. Castle's got 9.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
And here's Collins for 3. Right side, Paul. Sohan with the ball. Picked up by Collins. And Collins with the big block. Another shot. The kick out to Ball. Lets it go. And that one comes up a bit short. And it's Paul with the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Vassell. They set a pick. Here's Mamukelashvili. Covered by Vucevic. Paul with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so here is Chicago. Giddey. Second chance effort. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
It's Giddey on the wing. The baseline J is on the way. Offensive rebound. Unable to get that one. Vassell outside. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Tie game in San Antonio. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. And here is Vucevic. Back to Giddey. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. Giddey's got 8. San Antonio trailing here. Up top, Paul. Still without a bucket. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright. The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
And that one's good. Giddey.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Alex. Here's Giddey. The Spurs making their last shot.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
At the line for the Bulls, Josh Giddey.
Both free throws good from Giddey. Paul with it. Pass to Sochan. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's Castle. And it's blocked by Collins. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Castle. He's got 9. Driving inside. Here's Vassell. He drops it from range. Vassell's got 13 now.
Man, when Vassell hit his stride tonight, he just kept going. This man is relentless.
RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor. San Antonio leading. Right side, Paul. The 3. Chicago with a rebound. Outside Herter. Pass to Collins. Outside Herter. Back to Collins. It's Giddey on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Collins a screen. The Bulls need to get off a shot. The shot's good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Inside. Here's Sochan. And he dunks it down.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sochan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Misses the layup. And so Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. 2-point game. Back to Vassell. Pass to Barnes. The kick out to Paul. Back to Barnes. Spurs need to get one up here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. And the Bulls making a change here. Clock at 2. The 3 from Barnes. San Antonio again missing. Takes it inside. Oh, yes!
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Down low. Pass to Castle. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded by White. Goes back up. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Bulls trail by 3. Smith outside.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Ball no good. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Wesley. Count it.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Bulls substitution. Number 5.
Here's Bassey. And And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs leading by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
37.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Wesley. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Pass to Champagnie. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a sixth man if needed, Richard.
Not every player can make that switch mentally. Johnson brings the same energy as a starter as he does to the second unit. It's a great attitude on that young man.
Here's Giddey. Yes, it's good. Giddey's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Wesley. And Collins with the big block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
That one goes. Count it.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Champagnie, that's good.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Herder. And the Spurs making a change here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Giddey. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Spurs lead by 4. Here's Johnson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. The free throw dropped for Johnson.
A solid all-around player. Johnson can be plugged into any lineup. Why? Because of his versatility.
To the inside. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Back to Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
When Vassell pounds it inside, Devin can make things happen.
And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They trail by 6. Here's Herder. To the paint. And that one's good. Giddey. Giddey's got 12 points here in the second half.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Up top, Vassell. Back to Paul. Pass to Castle. Paul taking his time here. Lets it go from deep. San Antonio again missing. The Bulls trail by 4. Giddey lays it up and banks it in. Giddey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you see the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
This is a huge spot for Castle here.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
In a tight game, he is exactly who he wanted at the line.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Back to Paul. Pass to Castle. Now Sochan. Outside Paul. The three is up. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player. Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Here's Giddey. Rebound by San Antonio. Now Vassell. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Buzelis.
Well, Mattis Buzelis certainly has good size, but what catches my eye are his skills. He can handle the ball and make smart decisions on the floor, which is important for a rookie.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Good on both.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a 1-possession game.
Outside Paul. Vassell outside. For 3, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Vucevic. Outside White. It's Giddey on the wing. And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within 1. And so they foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Pass to Vassell. For the win. Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. And here's Giddey. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 5th foul.
5th personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Giddey. Gets the bucket and the foul. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Vassell outside. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Ooh, this is how confident of a scorer Vassell has become, taking on all comers.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Barnes with the rebound. Stolen by Giddey. Vucevic with it. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
They'll need to make some major adjustments to compensate for him fouling out with the game on the line. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Count it. Good.
Very encouraging to see Buzelis just going off offensively. This rookie is certainly feeling himself right now, and I love it. This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Now here's Giddey. Here's Collins. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Vassell. Pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Kicks it out to Barnes. And here's Vassell. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a negligent out there.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
What makes Vooch so tough is the combination of size and athleticism. Defenses are always trying to figure him out. That's why this man is a double-double every night.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Collins right side. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Sohan covering. Picked by Vucevic. Now here's Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Giddey. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Now Barnes. Pass to Castle. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Over Giddey. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars. Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Here's Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Hachimura outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by LeBron. Doncic feeling it out a bit. James goes in. And it's James with the jam.
With a burst of speed, LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The shot's good.
And you are at the mercy of LeBron James. Once he gets that kind of positioning, nice finish.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Reeves. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And here's Reeves outside. And the three-pointer goes. Reeves has got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
James outside. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
The D was there, but Hachimura is used to having to score against some aggressive coverage.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. To the inside. And Doncic with the jam.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
To halt the run. And Hartenstein with the lay-in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Down low. Here's Hayes. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Puts it up. Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Outside for Dort. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Holmgren missing.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And Los Angeles making a change here. And so he hits both. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 9. Doncic, good.
Well, LeBron makes a million decisions a moment out there on the floor. That time, another good one.
To the middle. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 3. Not going to go that time. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
Inside. And slam dunk by James.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Hartenstein. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 11 as the quarter. Comes to a close. Getting locked.
19. The Thunder.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Outside Reeves. Hayes with a screen. The shot by Reeves, no good. Thunder trail by 11. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. To the paint. Here's Caruso. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really good, ferocious defense from Gilgeous-Alexander to knock it loose.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. SGA working through contact inside.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Goes up on the baseline. Misses off the left iron. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
And the shot goes down.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Connect. Blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. The Lakers lead by 8. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Caruso. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Reeves with the ball. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Over to the left wing. And here's Connect outside. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
We knew he was solid from range per the scouting report, but Connect can hit fairly consistently from out there.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've got a 9-point lead. 56 seconds left in the second period. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
He gets it in there. Caruso's got 4 points in the quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Connect. Doncic outside. Over Dort. Williams grabs the board.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you just join it in, 1/2 is in the books. 1/2 to go. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, and have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Reeves. Hachimura outside. Doncic outside. Takes a three. Williams grabs the board.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Thunder trail by 5. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. With the 7-footer. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Doncic. Outside Reeves. Hayes for 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
You got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive, B.A., in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his #1 attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
Doncic outside. Plenty of space. They get it back. Pass to Reeves. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Outside Reeves. And finished off by Hayes.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. I mean, the sky is the limit for this guy.
Left side, Finney-Smith. On the wing, Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. Hayes with a screen. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. He tries for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. .56 seconds left to play in the third. For the tie. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Austin Reeves picks one up.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, B.A., to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Benson grabs a miss. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Number 28, Rui Hachimura.
The Lakers lead by 3. Three-pointer. Out to the wing. And here's Connect outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Williams' shot is good. Puts it up off the inbound. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Los Angeles leading by 1.
the Thunder. 36.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the Lakers have possession. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to connect. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Oklahoma City trailing. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Doncic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Williams' shot is good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Doncic outside. From the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it. I swear LeBron James doesn't have 4. He's got 6 gears. Could finish with force, but also switch it up. Nice soft floater there.
Williams with it. Pass to Dort. Hartenstein with it. And he gets that one.
Starting the offense, Dort reading the defense and made the right call in that pick and roll.
Here's James. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Doncic outside. Some solid defense from Williams. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Inside. Hartenstein in the post. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. To take the lead. Second shot opportunity. And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's gotten 4 this quarter.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
James. Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Down low. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done. .102 left in the fourth quarter.
Now that's one to remember. What What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Hartenstein. Back to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Williams from long range. And connects from downtown.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy? Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And an intentional foul right there. Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. The Lakers with the ball.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Left side Reeves. James inside. It's off. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. And this was an emotional...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. It's the Orlando Magic taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Payton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, nice play call by Payton. He sees the defensive layout and knows the pick and roll will open things up.
The shake. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Hardaway has got 5 now.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Payton can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Shaq with the screen. Hardaway, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
The 3 from Bryant, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Turkoglu with it, picked up by Kobe. Turkoglu outside. From deep. And Shaq pulls it down.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And it's Bryant missing. Pass to Banchero. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Shaq with the screen. It's blocked by Shaq. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Down low. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's Orlando now. Banchero outside. O'Neal looking around. Pass to Hardaway. On the top of the key. Tries again. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. A 3 ball. Malone with the rebound. Lakers trailed by 6. Right side, Kobe. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Nice shot from the wing.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Hardaway, no good. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And there it is for him.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Now here's Hardaway. 5 points in the game. Pass to Banchero. That's good on the jump shot. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. So it's Orlando now. Now Hardaway. He has 5. Pass to O'Neal. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
No good from Grant. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, he's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Lakers trail by 6. Outside, Payton. Clock at 6. Here he goes. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And how about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
To the inside. A kick out to O'Neal. O'Neal with the steal. Jumps up. And Shaq with the slam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Magic, up by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA, thanks. Here's Hardaway, and he can't bank that one in. Lakers trail by 4 to the paint. The Lakers moving the ball around. Screen by Grant. Kobe, that's for 2. Releases from the wing and drills it. Kobe's got 6. Now here's Hardaway. He has 7. Pass to Turkoglu. McGrady with the ball. And he jams it with authority.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Here's Bryant. 6 points for him. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. A shot by McGrady, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. What a shooter! What a shooter! Kobe Bryant.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
McGrady outside. Back to Hardaway. Fires from deep. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. He's got 10.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to George. Outside Bryant. Over Hardaway. The shot by Bryant, no good. Orlando leading by 4 to the right side. Drains the three-pointer. Turkoglu's got 6.
And not a shot you see often from Turkoglu, showing off his skills there.
Here's Bryant. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous. And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Out to the right wing. Back to Bryant. Oh, power move by Kobe.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Inside. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got the lead up to 8 now for Orlando.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's McGrady. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Devin George.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
Orlando shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. Kobe with it. Now McGrady defending. On the wing, George. Left side, Kobe. From the baseline. That doesn't go in either for Kobe. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 16-7 run. Howard can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kobe Bryant, laser focus.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.